Today, I'm going to talk about the big decision I made, or that me and my coach made, to go from bronze to silver. So there's 5 main differences in bronze to silver, and that's because there's 5 main things or 5 main elements that are allowed to be in a program. The first one, and a big one to me, is how long the program can be. So for adult bronze, it can only be 1 minute and 50 seconds. For adult silver, you get 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Doesn't seem like a lot, but that 20 seconds can make a big difference. Next is the number of jump elements you're allowed to do. In bronze, you're only allowed to do 4 jumps. In silver, you're allowed to do 5. And when I say 4 jumps, the rule is you can do 4 jump elements, and 2 of those jump elements can be a combination jump or a sequence jump. The only difference between a combination is it's like a waltz toe loop would be a combination, but if you have to do a jump that takes off forward, then that's going to be a sequence. So I always do a sequence in my program, regardless of if I'm bronze or silver, and that's flip toe waltz. That's my sequence. Gold, flip toe axel, nowhere near that goal, but that's a goal. The next is the spins that are allowed. So there's really only one major difference in the spins that are allowed for adult skating between bronze and silver. And that's that you're allowed to do level 2 spins at silver. And I'm not an expert on levels at all. The only thing that I know is that I've been trying to get my front scratch to back scratch or sit spin to back scratch, and that will get me a level 2 spin. I also know for that second spin to count, you have to make at least 3 revolutions. And that's why I've been hesitant to include my backspin in competition, because last year it absolutely was not at the level it needed to be to even get 2 solid revolutions out of it. This year, it's much better, and I think I can move up because I can do like 3 most of the time. And the last is the step sequence. So every program will have a step sequence in it. You'll see it when the pros do it. And for both bronze and silver, it's half ice. So you don't have to cover the whole ice. You've got to cover half, and that doesn't change for either bronze or silver. So honestly, I wasn't really thinking about moving up initially. This was more of my coach's idea. And she said that she really believes I can do this. I know that I need to push, and I know I need to push myself. And so since we've been working on a Lutz, since we've been working on a camel spin, my back scratch is stronger, she felt like it was time for me to move up to silver. I'm scared of this, but that's why I have a coach. I love her. She believes in me. I am excited about moving up to silver, but it's rough up there. I think one competition I went to last year, silver had like 13 girls in there, and half of them had axles. But that's a big reason why I want to move up. So I told her that my goal for next December 2026, was for me to land an axle by that time. We started working on waltz loop combination. Yeah, that's it. We started working on the waltz loop combination to start kind of prepping me for that axle. And she's like, you're going to need like an incentive to reach that axle, because sometimes I'm a huge chicken on the ice. And so that's a big reason why I moved up to silver. I'm very competitive. I don't really like losing. I've accepted that this year might kind of be a struggle bus for me, but I want to push myself. And that's the big reason why I decided to move from bronze to silver this year. So in order to be ready and to be mildly competitive in the silver category, what I'm working on is getting a really strong backspin. My backspin exists. I say that about my jumps and spins. When I'm working on them, they exist, but it's not super consistent. It's better, but it's not where I would like it to be. I'm going to keep working on my Lutz. In my current program, I have a Lutz toe combination, which I didn't actually think that I could do. When I was working with my choreographer, she was like, yeah, your coach said there's a Lutz toe in here. And I was kind of like, no, she didn't. Like, go back, tell her we're not doing a Lutz toe combo. And she came back and she said, no, you're doing a Lutz toe combination, Tiffany. So that's something that I have to work on. I'm working on getting my flip higher and getting a higher GOE. I think I've already mentioned that. And I'm working on adding a camel spin. Right now, that's not choreographed in my program, but if I improve it, it can be choreographed into my program. I'm also working on adding a bunch of tricks to my repertoire. I don't have very many tricks. I've tended to focus on jumps and spin and increasing the quality of those. And that's come at the expense of having cool tricks to add. So that's a big thing I'd like to add, especially since there's more time in the music. There's more space and time for me to add some cool tricks to this program.